got the sisters up there doing praise and worship. When they see sisters up here lead praise and worship, they say it's all right. You just gave them a license to sin. And God gonna get you. God gonna get you. God gonna get you. God gonna get you.
My name is Imani Van Zach, and I'm here to help you fix your shit. Today at breakfast, my girlfriend asked me,
Imani, why are you drinking a Cosmo at 10 o'clock in the morning? Because you like it and you're grown. Sorry.
rotting fruit. For those that don't know, this happened.
That's enough. Put down the mic. You are a rude, terrible person. Just sit down, please.
The same thing with April Ryan. I mean, you talk about somebody that's a loser.
What a stupid question that is. It's such a racist
There
question.
are some people.
The sad thing about this is that many of us were never fooled. Unfortunately for America, there are gradients of privilege, and we are now beginning to see each level check out. Unfortunately, however, like the gremlins, we've gotten water on you and fed you chicken after midnight. Now the only thing that we can hope for is that the sun rays of equality and common sense will burn your ass to the ground. You are shit.
Good morning, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today is February the 1st, the year is 2019. Today is Friday, February 1st. I'm sitting here with ERIK Dillard.
Hey.
The mastermind behind his one-woman show I recently saw about a week ago entitled Film here in Atlanta. If you get an opportunity, you must go see this play. It to me was, before we go into detail, the play is about Erik's autobiographical, so to speak, parts of his life coming up in Ohio and traveling all over the world and ending up in Atlanta. And people he meets along the way who help him to come to acceptance of who he is. It's like a modern day Peter Pan tale.
I would agree. But you need to be the one to do the trailer. Like, I like this whole description.
So I went to the play not sure what to expect. You know, we have a character. The thing about the gay community is that you have so many different people. You have feminine people, you have masculine people, you have little people, small people, white people, green people. I ain't never been a green.
They're out there.
Okay.
They're olive.
They're out there. They're olive people.
Olive.
So we all we all have different experiences in life. And there were some things that took place in that play in his personal life that hit very close to my own personal life. And there were some things I would probably handle a little bit different. There were some things that took place in that play probably would have got me about 5 years in juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
And then they probably would have ended up transferring me to an adult facility after I finished my 5 years at the juvenile.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Right. So the play, if you're a human being and you have a beating heart, you can identify with his character. We can identify the aspect, the character, the people he met. We've all met people in our life that pushed us to do things and step out of our comfort zone. And they saw something in us we didn't see in ourselves.
That's right.
You know, I remember when I first got into bodybuilding and weight training, everybody would always be covered up and stuff. And they'd be like, why are you always covered up? Why are you hiding this body for? But I didn't see
what they saw.
Right. So I saw myself as this, you know, just what I've always seen, a little skinny Walter. And I wasn't comfortable revealing myself to go to the gym and wear a shirt, but everybody else had, you know, shirts off and all kinds of stuff. And it took somebody else pulling me to the side and saying, "You always in a sweatshirt.
What's that about?"
Well, you know, what are you hiding?
Yeah.
You know?
Be proud.
Be proud of what your body looks like. And that's when I started to lose something and say, wow. And then I come to find out I have one of the nicest bodies in the gym. And most gyms I ever go to, people see me and they race up to me and say, wow, you look great. And I never knew that until somebody pointed it out to me.
Yeah.
So we're always going to have people, I call these people little angels.
Yeah.
That intervene in our life and come just when we need them.
Yeah. Right at pivotal points.
Right at pivotal points in your life.
Yep.
Where you're trying to figure out which left, right, up, down, or sit down. I've had a couple of angels come on and say, "Nigga, sit your ass down."
Sit. Have a seat,
nigga.
Your ass
sit down. But and in this way, it was just. I have so many questions. Like, okay, what came to the concept, the ideas? How did this all form?
I was on a trip with Tony, my fiance, and a few friends of ours in Memphis for St. Patty's Day. And after I talk about the big show that occurred that I took part in a couple of years ago, and it fell apart. And for those who are in Atlanta, y'all know there was a big production that we did.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, and it did really well, and then it just crashed, and it was just so devastating. And it was the biggest thing I had ever done. And I didn't know how to rebound from that. But along the way, as you were saying, the little angels that come, there were a couple people that told me, Eric, you should just do a one-man show. And at the time, I couldn't really fathom I didn't even know what that would look like. Yeah. I was like, that's boring, But then I had to think about, then other people would come back and they would say, well, one thing that we liked about the big show was that we were able to see your production style. So I started...
Excellent production.
Thank you.
Just wonderful.
Thank you.
I felt like I was on Broadway, a Broadway production.
Wow.
It was excellent. I have seen many plays. It was excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
And so I started to kind of braid those two things together. Like, okay, one man show, my production style. And I still, for about a year, didn't know what that meant. But I would scratch out little stuff every now and then. And it was going to become something else. I was going to do just my character Melody, just her own show.
Okay.
But then I kept going. And then my dad, who I talk about in the play, he would call me and say, Eric, you need to write a book. Your life's been so interesting. You just need to write a book. And I said, okay, what do all these things mean? Because they didn't make sense in an isolated fashion. I said, I think I'm supposed to do something with these parts. And then that St. Patty's Day last year, it just started to braid together. And I was like, well, if I do it this way, I think it'll work. And that's kind of how it came to be.
And it's an excellent, I love the way you weave the stories.
Thank you.
And it's such because it all makes sense.
That's what I was so worried about.
There's never certain place where you're confused. You know exactly what's going on and why it's happening. And so it's very clear, the clarity. And then, like I said, we've all experienced some of this stuff.
in some way, shape,
or fashion. Form. We identify ourselves. I remember that bitch told me that.
When I was having sex, something similar. Yeah. And that was
you go fairly deep with some of this stuff that you might want to do an X-rated nighttime version of that. I'm coming to the midnight show.
We were talking about doing a late show.
The midnight show. That's a whole bunch of stuff. I know you got held back on some stuff.
It goes pretty deep. So we and I keep you have a way out. I'll say, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but you have a way out to where if it's just too much, I help you out with that. But even with that, I didn't know. I said, oh my God, I don't know if I should tell this. Should I share this? Should I share that?
I love it.
And I think just because I was asking myself that was the indicator that I need to say it.
I love it. It was hilarious. I laughed. It takes a lot for me to go to a public performance and laugh and
I saw you
cry and just sit there amazed because, like I said, anyone can relate. If you go to that play, you can find aspects of your own life in this play where you can identify with the characters and the people involved in it.
That's cool. Yeah, it was fun, and even with the characters, I knew one man show is cool, and I could do your traditional way of people that I admire. I look up to John Leguizamo and Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, the different ones. Sarah Jones is a newer artist, and I see how they do their one man performances, and I said I know that's in me, but I still feel there's another dimension. And so I just started to just kind of build upon that, and then that's how this came to be. So, involving the other characters, I tried to take a different approach to how I involve the other characters and what their voice is. And even though a lot of the other characters, they have a lot of humor to them, it was about writing it so that they also had depth.
Gotcha.
I didn't want anyone to be one-dimensional, so it took me a while to really crafted the way I wanted to, so that they said what they needed to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the vast majority of people in the showing, when I was at the entire audience loved it. You were telling me some of the audience members have seen the play how many times?
Like at least 3. At least 3.
Right, so you're continuing this.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do more of them.
Yeah.
More shows.
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Same theater.
Same theater. Is a Good Acting Studio, 507 Roswell Street in Marietta. Mm-hmm. And just a really cool spot. It really gives you like this kind of off-Broadway, like a village sort of feel to it. Mm-hmm. Just like a bare bones auditorium that you can just make it your own, and that's what we did. And I like what I like about it, just for not to give too much away, but just some of the schematics of the place, is that you really do feel like you're inside. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you could speak to it better than I can, because I was up there, but a lot of people said that they felt that they were inside the performance, where a lot of times you're looking at a stage and then the lights are changing down there, everything's down there, the lights are behind you, the lights are behind you, the sound's coming from behind you, so you literally feel like embraced by the production, and I think that pushes the emotional aspect of it, because you feel like you're inside of it yourself. That's what a lot of people told me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can say it was the very intimate theater, which was nice.
Yeah.
They're tight on them seats, though.
Yeah, it was tight. Well, y'all's crowd. I
had met new neighbors. Can I rest my elbow on your purse for a little while? I
don't mean no harm. We just need to get to know each other now.
We all got to know each other. We were very close.
But you leave, and that's how when people would leave, it was causing other people to make other friends.
Oh yeah.
I heard several times, like during the intermission that we have in between, that because the play is also interactive, because I have moments where the audience is involved. And by way of just seeing like who got involved with whatever moment, there were people that connected with those other people as well too.
And there were some people from the first ad. A young lady came. She saw this video from my YouTube fan.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Thank you so much for coming too. It was such a pleasure meeting her.
You all, you see videos like this, and I'm inviting you all out, and you don't know how to contact me, or you didn't give Mr. Info. She said she had a little bit of research, because obviously we kind of screwed something up where she couldn't quite figure out where it was going. You're always welcome to send me a message.
Okay.
And then I can...
For your platform.
Yes, you send a message to my platform, or to you if you want.
You can. All of my social media is very easy to find. It's just at ERIK Dillard, and that's Eric with a K, ERIK DILLARD. It's that way across all platforms. And my email is eric.dillard@gmail.com. And, feel free to reach out to me.
And the name of the play is?
It's FEM, which is an acronym that stands for Every Man.
Okay.
And it pretty much in a nutshell, as Walter was saying, is autobiographical. I literally go from birth all the way up to what you were kind of seeing today. And what got me here, just for me to be sitting in this space, just kind of just doing my thing, wasn't always easy. And I always had people along the way, especially when I was in Ohio, that tried to temper it and well, you can wear maybe a little diamond, but all that, don't take all that, And,
not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I remember when you said when you got to Atlanta, and you were expecting so much more.
Yeah.
You was expecting a whole lot of acceptance and happiness and love and Kim.
It was not that. It was literally, in many ways, it was anything but that. And because I was told, Atlanta's the gay mecca, and just, it's just everything you can do. It's, it's black entrepreneurialism. It's everything.
I remember being told you're never quite good enough.
Yeah.
Ever, no matter what you look like.
Yeah, that's a really good way
to put it. No matter how, the reason why you encounter people like that is because they hateful. They're jealous.
And they're insecure.
They're insecure.
Yeah,
so they're trying to bring you down a notch or two.
Yeah, nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you.
No.
It's them.
Yeah.
And I encountered that a lot. And it's because I was younger. I didn't know any better. I was running around buying all types of clothes and shoes and hats and trying to fit it. Finally, I just said, this ain't me.
Ain't you.
This ain't living.
This is not life.
And you have to learn to be yourself.
Yes.
In a community world where we're not robots.
No.
I was heavily criticized for attending the gym of all places.
Wow.
You're always in the gym. You're always in the gym. What do you think you're doing? You're always in the gym. But I love going to the gym. Had I listened to them, I would have stopped going to the gym because they didn't want me there.
No. Yeah.
So I can imagine, and you came to Atlanta in what year?
2009.
Yeah, and I had been here already since 1980.
Yeah, you've been here for a minute, so you've seen all the changes. But even like, 2009, that's when, I would say that masculinity, the adoption of a heteronormative of what masculinity should mean was very entrenched in Atlanta culture when I arrived.
Me too.
Oh God. And I just didn't expect that. I expected to come here and be free, just do my thing. And most people that know me, they know that the only time that I would really let go was Halloween. Every Halloween, I would. That was my time. I was like, listen, if there's one time I could get away with doing anything at all, it's Halloween. And people were kind of accepting of that. But then, you can't help who you are.
Yeah.
So when your wings begin to spread, then it started to leak into my everyday style, and that was not always easy.
People didn't like it.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. There have been people that have banned me from parties. They've said, they won't say, Eric, you can't go, but they'll put something out there and say,
you've been banned from parties too? Me too.
I understand.
I've been banned. They've been banned my black asses from a lot of that. Fuck you.
But it happens. I mean, it's just, and a lot of it is...
Isn't it horrible to be in the gay community, and because they don't like something about you...
Something about you. It's either something
we don't want you here.
Something you're saying or something that you're
not
doing.
Come.
Right. You're not come.
You're not...
No! You do not to come in here! Oh, that's one of the characters. You gotta come see. Her name is Obachan. You've probably seen the clip of her. You do not to come in here! But yeah, it was like, it's either something you're saying or something you're doing that makes others uncomfortable. And it's kind of interesting that you bring that up because, right now it's like we're in this culture cancellation sort of thing. If you say something that is not popular.
Politically correct.
If you say something that's politically, incorrect or whatever, they cancel you. And we're not able to decipher what is actual bigotry and hate as opposed to what is just an unconventional idea. And if somebody presents an unconventional idea, let's have some dialogue about it. You don't have to cancel that person.
You don't even discuss it.
Yeah, to cancel, I was thinking about this today when I was coming here, like, to cancel you means I ultimately am canceling myself. Yeah. I'm choosing to stay ignorant. I'm choosing to not, even if at the end of the discussion, I don't agree with you, there's something that you're going to say that is going to at least advance an idea of mine. In
2019, has it improved?
It's gotten worse. I'm not going to say that. It's both extremities. I think that the canceling and the restricting of people has gotten worse, but I do think that the freedom and liberation has gotten stronger. I don't know.
Do you feel in Atlanta, in the black community now, can you go and be free at parties and functions? Can you wear what you want to wear?
I can. It doesn't mean that some people don't. Like I said before, just even recently there was a function where they put out something, and if you express yourself a different way, they didn't want you there because they were trying to appease bigoted members of their family. That's just what it was. But I would say that those sectors, even when that happened, I was at other functions where they heard about that, and they were saying, Eric. And they'd be just as masculine as you or just not even doing what I do. And they say, Eric, I'm not going because of that. They said, this is Atlanta. You should be allowed to be free. I'm not going to attend that party because I don't like the fact that they're ostracizing people like you. So to answer the question, I would say, yeah. You still have people that are whatever. But I would say in great part, I went to Dunkin' Donuts today. We knew we were about to do the thing. The boss was like, pick up some donuts. And I went right on up there and said, ma'am, I'd like 6, please. And I feel like I can be myself. I feel like
I don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
I just think
it makes the world more interesting. If we allow it.
If we allow it. Because some of us are so stifled. Yeah. And everything, it doesn't have to be about a baseball cap turning backwards and your pants hanging off your damn ass. The black community in particular has this idea of what a black man should look like. Yeah. And we come in all shapes, sizes.
We're so diverse.
And what color is that lipstick?
It actually is nude with a little bit of blush in it. So we're going to call it a salmon today.
Salmon color lipstick. And it doesn't bother me. People were criticizing me because they misunderstood some of my videos. They thought I was attacking the feminine members of our community, which couldn't be further from the truth. I want us to have discussions. Yeah. Talk. Speak your mind. Tell me why you're this way. Yeah. Explain this to me. Because even though I'm a black gay man, sometimes some things I don't understand.
We have to allow for that. We don't allow for those types of discussions, and we don't allow for those types of discussions. And then a lot of people that are in it don't know how to facilitate their side of the discussions,
and they get offended.
They get offended, and one thing I can say is that a lot of people they you'll look at somebody that comes out like me. And your instant thought is that the only way that person knows how to communicate is yes, bitch, yes, because I'm going to the store and yes, and that's okay. I'm not trying to come against people to act like that, but that's not the only way.
Yeah,
of
becomes a category.
Even that has categories.
Yeah,
some people let the clothes wear them. I wear the clothes. That's been my definition for that.
Like I said, I want people to be free to be whoever
you are.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if you go around in it's our society hiding who you are, covering everything up, you can't, you're afraid that you go into a room, you're afraid to say something, for God forbid.
Yeah.
They clock that.
They see that I'm not as hard as my pictures look online.
Look, I gave up a long time ago and worried about what niggas think about me.
Yeah. You have to.
You see that nice Mercedes being parked outside?
Yeah, I did see it.
Them niggas ain't paying for that. I'm paying for that motherfucker. Yeah. Did you see the BMW?
I saw it.
I'm paying for that shit too. You see that Jeep sitting up lonely up on top of that hill? I'm paying for that. I'm taking care of my own business. I don't need nobody coming here to do shit for me. So when I see these motherfuckers walking down the street and they turn their nose up and all this shit,
let them.
I give them the finger.
Let them.
I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I got to worry about Walter.
That's right.
Because all your likes and 10,000 likes on Instagram or whatever cannot pay these bills over here.
That's right.
They can't feed me. You do like the heat we have on right now.
I do. I appreciate it. I do. Especially now in Siberia. I appreciate it.
I paid for that.
But people don't know how to allow that again, how to let that be.
They better let it go.
That's the message that you'll be left with in the play. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
And live your life for
the best thing you can do.
It's the best thing you can do.
And I trying to sidestep for a little bit too, and you can add to this in your own way. Not that it matters, but film is not a drag show. I think that's one thing I wanted to put out there is that there is such an array of characters and personalities and personas, and like we were talking about before, you got your thug boy. Like you literally have
played that character.
Thank you.
I said this man is like a chameleon on the stage. And
I was
and it was in the scene that led up to what happened. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is so funny.
Yeah, all of that. Like I tried, and that particular part was. I don't want to say that it was hard for me, but my main thing, I wanted everything to be so believable.
It was.
And when I got there, we worked on a little bit.
Your acting skills are phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
I'm humbled. Thank you.
Very excellent. I mean, the whole thing, the acting, the writing, the production, I don't want to give it away. There were some things that surprised me. I said, oh, this is nice.
Wow. Okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, tell me off camera where those are. Yeah. I want to know it. But and that was the other thing too, is I didn't want any one part of the play to leave anybody dragging. As far as like the editing, I made sure I cropped.
And we had a little 15-minute break to use the bathroom. I had to run back to the seat. I'm gonna miss that. Have a little popcorn.
Real quick. Wow. But yeah, because it is one of those where it moves. And it's probably inclusive of the intermission, probably looking at about maybe 2.5 hours, but it doesn't feel, in my opinion, and I'm up there the whole time, and I've done it 10 times now. I don't feel like I've been doing it for that long. And people that have left, they were like, a couple people said, you could have kept going. I was like, I don't know about that. But you don't feel like you're dragging. You don't feel like anything is lagging. I'm so thankful to my team. I didn't get to mention him last time, but Michael Mario Good, who is one of my co-producers, Jerome Hoskins, who's one of the co-producers, and the director, Travis Scott, assistant director.
Good, he's the owner of it.
Yes, and he's the owner of the spot as well. I can go down through the list, but I know I'm going to forget somebody's name. So I always tag them in all my posts. So just if you go there will be at least 10 names tagged. It's me and a team of about 10 people. And just the way that they work, and I maybe have taken for granted sometimes how much they do backstage. They run that thing like a machine.
Very important to understand.
God, I'm so thankful.
Doesn't matter whether you're white,
right,
black, gay, straight, male, female. Go see this.
Please see it.
You will love this. You will enjoy it. You will. We all can identify with his characters, his life story. It's just an amazing. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
I wish. I hope it goes to a bigger platform so more people can see it.
I really feel
the
like
creativity is just fantastic.
Thank you. And to that point, I mean, I had people that came up all walks of life. I had single mothers. I had old white women. I had old white men. I had straight people. I had younger people.
Great production
that came up to me. There were a couple of boys. This kind of touched me too. There were a couple of young men that helped us on our finale day, this past run. And, they were just kind of quiet, just kind of there,
Is it safe for teenagers?
I believe that it is. And I believe that it is with, I do think that it is something that is safe for teenagers, but I would encourage that you see it with your guardian.
Oh, okay.
Not to just come and not that it's bad to come unattended, but I think that to see it with your guardian or your parent, and then have discussion afterwards, I think that this opens up a lot of family dialogue. So I just encourage that a family comes and sees it together. And like I said, I give you ways out.
Do you think?
I would say that if you're at least, honestly, about, I want to say 16, but I want to say about, because I know how my life was. And I know that things are moving a lot faster. So I would say 16 to 18, just come with your parent. Yeah. And then, of course, 18 and up, you good. You done did most of the stuff I talk about anyway by that age, if not before.
I was a complete angel at that age.
No, you did some of your work. But yeah, it definitely is a great conversation starter. I'm third. I'll keep going. Hold on to my 30s. I'm 40. I just turned 40. Yeah.
So there's we come from two different generations, sorta.
Yeah, sorta, but not really.
But not really. Sort of. Still identified. Even me being nearly 10 years older than you. I can relate to the stuff that you went through in school.
Oh, wow.
I can relate to so my Indians were always living there. A whole lot of yelling and screaming and me in the back of a police car a couple times.
Yeah. And see, my upbringing was different, and I talk about why.
Yeah.
A lot of people
why because I understood.
Mine was just
But see the play.
Please come see it. Please come. You won't regret it.
Yeah, it's called Film
for Every Man. And again, the link to get the tickets is filmencoreatl.bpt.me. That's the new one. And I'm
gonna make sure I put some links on this.
Okay.
So y'all can find it and everything.
Yeah, and I make it real easy on my page. So the link will be all up and down and everything and through. So yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was a phenomenal play. Well, today it is Friday, February 1st.
Yep.
We still in 2019. I guess
I know that. Listen, the way things going, Jeff.
This month goes by quickly.
2020 gonna be here before we know it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing other things with you.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
when does it restart again?
For this month?
Yes.
February 21st.
February 21st.
Through the 24th.
Okay.
We're having 8 p.m. shows on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then Sunday we have a 3 p.m. matinee and a 7 p.m. closure.
And there's tickets can be purchased at the Glen?
They can be purchased on the site again, filmencoreatl.bpt.me. And for every show, if we can help it, we try to have some walk-up tickets as well.
Okay.
This time we had 10 sold-out shows.
We sold out every show.
We sold out every show.
Wow.
That in and of itself, I'm just thankful. I'm just really, really, really thankful that you all have taken to this story
and a great show.
And have told people about it. A lot of people that came, they were like, my girl told me I need to come. And like Walter was saying, a lot of people, because of one man show and the nature of it, they don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
They're like, what is this going to be? I don't know. And
I tell everybody, go.
Once they see it, they're like,
oh my God, it's so good.
Thank you.
Anyone, gay, straight, black, white, I don't care what your age is. Go check it out. You will love it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get out of here.
All right.
It's Friday, February 1st, the year 2019, and this is ERIK Dillard. I'm Walter Lee Hampton II. Hey. Go check out this play. I'm going to put the links in the description, and we're out of here and enjoy your
day.